Now may I call upon the stage the head boy of Sai International School, Suvendu Samal, to address the gathering by his speech.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. Chairman sir, trustee ma'am, principal sir, vice principals, dear teachers, and the wonderful batch of 2015. All of you look fantastic today. Give a huge round of applause for yourselves, please. Your shopping efforts have paid off. I spent the first 3 years of my life crying and wetting my bed. I spent the next 14 years at a place called school. Now, in these 17 years, I have learned a lot of lessons. And over 5 of them, I want to share with you today. Basically, for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to preach 5 lessons and you will listen. So everybody, sit straight, put your finger on your lips, pin drop silence. We're not getting those times again, so might as well say it. I became the vice head boy in 11th standard. Apart from the fact that Navtej was furious, I didn't apply for that post, to be honest. Because there was a minimum mark requirement which I didn't qualify. So with whatever little certificates I had, I applied for the other post. Now, today, after 2 years, as I stand here as the head boy of the school, I have just 2 thoughts. The first one is a hope. Is a hope that I've not failed in my duties as the head boy. The second one is that of gratitude. Gratitude towards Chairman sir for actually seeing something in me, or at least believing in me that I can take up this responsibility. I'm not here to proclaim any greatness of any sort, because there is none whatsoever. All I'm here to say that in reality, lesson number 1, the value of your marks, the brand name of your college, the mode of your job, or the digits in your salary will never determine your true worth as an individual. Secondly, some of you might be surprised to hear this, but it is a true fact that when I was in Hyderabad in my school, I was twice on the verge of being suspended from school for misconduct. Because one day we actually blew off the entire electricity for the entire school. But I didn't get suspended, surprisingly, because whenever our principal would catch us and take us to her office, she'd scream at us, and me and my group of friends, we'd stand there and laugh shamelessly. That worked. Yes. Looking at us laugh, she would feel so helpless that she let us go because she thought we would never learn our lesson. So the trick basically is, if you want to escape suspension, you just have to laugh in front of your principal. Conditions apply. But my point being, in all seriousness, that our words and actions and the decisions and choices we make in this moment will always have a repercussion in the future. Lesson number 2. What you do in this moment is a reflection of what will happen in the next. To err is human, and to err is fine as long as we learn from them. Now, I love traveling, and I've been to quite a few places. I've also grown up in different cities across the country, majorly the south of India. Now, people tell me that I'm a pure Odia because I have an Odia surname and I know the language. But my constant reply is that I'm born in South and brought up there. How did I become Odia all of a sudden? And in my mind, I have an even more elaborate reply. ஐயே எங்க சொல்றீங்கப்பா, நான் எப்படி ஒடியா ஆக போறேன்? என்னோட ஜன்மம் அங்கே தான், என்னோட வீட்டு அங்கே தான், நான் இங்கே 2 வருஷம் தான் இருக்கேன், எப்படி ஒடியா ஆக போறேன் சொல்லுங்க. Let's not bother with the translation. But it does not matter what your background is, because that makes no difference whatsoever to the true character that you possess. If you see, in an imaginary situation, if you see a drunken man walking out of a bar, you will hold a negative view of that person, that he's a drunkard or he's out late at nights all the time. But then, your perception about that person will either stay the same or change forever, depending on whether he heads for the gutter or the rehab center to mend his ways. Essentially, lesson number 3, it does not matter where you come from, it's only about where you're going. Now, I'm the worst person in the history of humanity to handle small children. I just cannot handle small children. Leaving me with a small kid is like leaving a monkey with a bomb. But then, once I was left with a 10-year-old cousin of mine, and I asked him the most common question that people usually ask: what do you want to be when you grow up in life? And he said, I want to be a liar. Liar, a liar. I thought he was joking back then, but today I realize that liars are the most well-paid jobs in the country. Starting from marketing to politics, liars are wanted everywhere. Jokes apart, what I really mean to say is that most of us, you and me, most of us choose our path to the future out of fear disguised as practicality. Because what we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect that we just don't dare to follow that dream. Why should we settle for something less when what we really want is high up there? To quote Jim Carrey, lesson number 4, you can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love. Now, once remember, we had visitors from a National Quality Control Board. They had come over to our school for a certain accreditation that our school was receiving. And in one interaction, they asked the core student council members, what is that one thing that you like the most about your chairman, sir? And we didn't discuss anything beforehand, and the unanimous answer that we got was Chairman sir's personal interaction and attention that he gives to each one of us. Sir, on behalf of all the students, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude for everything that you've done for each and every one sitting over here. Your vision, your guidance, yes, vision, your guidance, your motivation to do better, and most importantly, the values that you impart to us. It won't only be in our memories, but also in our actions. Thank you, sir. Shilpi ma'am, for her constant love, support, and encouragement, and for having the most assuring smile in the world, literally. Principal sir, Vice Principal sir, Rinku ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, thank you so much for being a tower of strength for all of us. Because let me tell you, it's not easy being in their shoes. Because we are a wild bunch to handle, and you all know that. Jayanti ma'am, she had 2 constant complaints against me. First one was that why I was not focusing on economics. Second complaint was why I was always roaming around with girls. End of the day, I honestly feel she means no wrong for me. Thank you, ma'am, for putting up not just me, but all of us. Prashant sir. Prashant sir, for always pulling me down from hero to zero. Basically, for showing me hard ground reality whenever I lost my focus or whenever I would get a bit high-headed. Thank you, sir. Rao sir, with his witty humor, always made his teachings fun and one that you can look forward to. I'm never going to forget these lessons. Thank you, sir. Meeru ma'am, whom I call Guru ma, Swagatika ma'am, Sugandha ma'am. But it was truly my pleasure working with you for these 2 years for whatever event it might be. It creates some of the best memories I have had personally inside. Thank you so much. Now I could go on, but I'm running short of time. Every teacher whom you've seen or interacted with in these school years of yours. For me personally, as a commerce student, Pradeep sir, Madhusmita Das ma'am, Ashutosh sir, Gopikan sir, Madhusmita Nanda ma'am, Subhuti sir, Shubhakan sir, Shamim sir, Himanshu sir, the music teachers, and every other teacher whom we've interacted with in these past 14 years. We cannot thank you enough. Having said that, can everyone give a huge round of applause to all your teachers? Now starting from Chairman sir to all the teachers you interact on a daily basis, I think I've chosen the perfect set of people to emphasize on one of the greatest things that I've learned. I've said this before on a Facebook post a few days back, and I'll say it again. Lesson number 5. The effect that you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. Now today is the dusk of one era and tomorrow is the dawn of another. School days will now be college days. The face of your best friend will not be in front of you, but will flash in pictures and caller IDs. You won't be traveling in a school bus anymore. Neither will you have the cafeteria for exam preparations. We're all going to enter this strange new world. We might lose old friends and we'll definitely meet new ones. But let me tell you, everything that you gain in life will rot and fall apart. And all that will ever be is what was in your heart. To our school, to our teachers, to our school life, to our friendship, and to us. God bless and thank you so much. Thank you. But before I leave, there's one last thing to do. There's a pledge that needs to be taken, so I request all of you to please stand up. And please repeat after me. We Pioneers do hereby solemnly pledge to uphold the values, traditions, and ethics of our school and work towards keeping the banner of Sai International School always flying high. We will do our best to exemplify the qualities that our teachers and the school have instilled in us. We commit ourselves to hard work, dedication, and humility, and to always help others, reflecting the ethos of our alma mater. In the journey of our lives, we promise to withhold the teachings imparted to us and to tread on the path of righteousness. We take an oath today to make our school proud of us by being a worthy pioneer always. Thank you. Love you all.